Hey everyone, it is #Nailed It with me, Tova Lee.
And me, Mike Lee.
God, you really switched it on, didn't you?
Thank you very much.
Literally switched it on. You're falling asleep here.
No, I'm not falling asleep.
You are.
Absolutely not. Just done quite a few
By the way, I just want to point out that last night Mike did fall asleep at, was it 9?
I went to bed at 9 o'clock.
At 9 o'clock.
I went to bed at 9 a.m. A new record.
Yes, Britain's Got Talent wasn't even over and you literally passed out in the bed.
I was so tired.
So tired. Why were you so tired?
Because I've got a lot going on at the moment. A lot of nervous excitement with my trip coming up. Talk about trips to Madrid.
Excitement.
Lots to organise.
Explain to people what this is.
I'm sure that for regular listeners will know. My football team are in the Champions League final, the biggest club game in the world, on Saturday. And I'm going with lots of people to Madrid, seeing lots of people organise stuff. I'm doing a live show out there, which I've been organising. I've just done a podcast now. I've had French TV filming us. Just a lot going on. Still a lot to organise before Saturday.
I don't know what's going to be worse if they win or lose.
I don't think it'll be that bad. It's more the going.
The going?
Yeah.
Really?
It's more the going.
Are you like going and expecting them to maybe win? Like, is there a fraction?
There's a slim chance. I'm going expecting us to lose because I'm a Tottenham fan and we're eternal pessimists. But if we win, it'll be an incredible bonus.
For the team. Like, they're trying their best.
I don't think the team will listen to this podcast. Somehow, in fairness.
So rude.
Well, you know what I mean. I think Dele Alli and Harry Kane are.
You don't know?
You never know.
He may be into health.
You never know. What? Why is this about health?
Exactly.
He's a professional athlete.
I don't know.
He's getting our tips. What are your favourite crisps?
Yeah.
You know? I'm a little bit tired, but fine. But yes, I did go to bed at 9 because I suddenly realised I've got lots of early starts and I just thought I should get some sleep. It's a bit like when you've got, your young babies and they always say, when they sleep, you sleep, get your thing.
You just sleep when you sleep. Like, there's no baby.
I just thought, I need to get some sleep.
Sleep when you're tired. Yeah, I like it. No, I like you're really into a lot of things at the moment. Also, how you kind of like just went to the mall today to buy a new pair of jeans.
Yes.
Which is also quite random.
It's quite random.
You're very random these days. very random.
Yeah.
But no, good to know. I hope that they win.
Thank you.
I do hope that they win.
Thank you very much.
I keep seeing in the diary Mike away going, where's he going? Oh, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Every 2 days. Okay, so we have a show today.
Talking about travel.
Talking about travel. That's true. Because I feel like we've had a couple of shows that have been kind of serious. Mm-hmm. So today's not going to be so serious, right?
Well, I don't know.
Well, you prepared it.
I just prepared it. Just that with this travelling, I suddenly sort of thought about the whole thing, which we've obviously done and many of you at home have done, travelling, mainly obviously holidays, assuming, with kids and what that's like.
I actually feel like we have attempted this topic a few times.
Have we?
Yes, I think like we have. And then it's always ended up being quite a random show. So sort of like not about travelling at all, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
I have a feeling.
But we sort of thought tonight that trying to give you... They were quite obvious, but don't really think about them. Sort of good tips when you're travelling with babies, toddlers, older kids. Little tidbits that you can take with you as the summer holidays are approaching. For most people listening to the show. Oh, yes,
because the summer holidays are approaching. This is correct. Actually, they're starting, in America in June, I think.
There you are.
But the ultimate tip, can I just jump in before you start with your tips that you have researched, because you have done such great research for this specific show.
Thank you.
Is a story that I actually told somewhere. So some people may have heard this, and you know the story. It was the best advice that I ever got from a mom about traveling with kids. So we were new parents, right? I think our eldest was about, 6 months, something like that? Yeah, 6 months, I think. First time on a plane, right, with a baby. Panic. Right? Panicking. Packed the whole house. Yep. I mean, we had about 30 dummies. That's pacifiers. I had express milk. I had milk in my boobs. I had also cartons of milk. I don't know how much milk I thought she was going to drink on a 4-hour flight, right? We had change of clothes and all the... I mean, it was insane, right? And we're on this plane, really, really panicking. And I look over and I see this mom, and she's got 5 kids?
But she's by herself.
By herself, right? So no dad in sight. She's got 5 kids, different ages. And she's cool as a cucumber. Her kids are just sat there, really well behaved. She's cool watching a movie. And I'm like, what the hell? How is this even happening? So I walk up to this mom and I'm like, listen, I'm not a weirdo, but I have to know, like, look at you. You're just so cool. And I'm panicking and whatever. And what's your secret? Like, what's your secret? And she goes, I'll show you. And she tells this like true story, right? It's like very dramatic, but it's true. She takes me over and she takes out this massive bag, and it looks like one of those doctor bags that you open in the middle, And she's like about to open it. I'm thinking, oh my God, like she's going to show me, the secret to motherhood in this bag, right? And she opens this bag, and I'll never forget, in that bag was the biggest amount of snacks that I have ever seen in my life. Like, this woman had everything. She had crisps and biscuits and cut up vegetables and little sandwiches and, wafer. She had everything. Burekas. She literally had everything. And she says to me, like, really just straightforward, she went, every time they moan, I just stick something in their mouth. And that was it. And I thought, my God, that woman's a genius.
But it is a great tip because
it's a great tip.
Kids will find any excuse to moan, and the first thing they'll moan about is, I'm hungry, I want that and that. Hey, there.
No, but what was funny though, by the way, in the moment that she said that to me, my first thought, if we're being really honest, was, oh my God, she is the worst mother in the world. Like what? So emotional eating, like all these things going in my head. Oh, you don't want to deal with your kids, so you're shoving chocolate in their mouth. All of that.
But
Fast forward 8 years.
Yeah,
bag of snacks for each child.
It's the greatest tip.
It is the greatest tip.
It's the greatest tip.
I've taken over. I'm
no,
sorry.
that's fine. It's funny you mentioned that because that was obviously on my list of tips because we know take as many snacks as possible.
Yes.
But the other thing you mentioned there about with babies, change of clothes and this and that. The one thing people forget. You as an adult, take a change of clothes with you. Because if you're a toddler or a baby, they're probably going to vomit on you or something.
That's true.
And then you're on a flight.
You're going to need the change of clothes.
Yeah,
that's
true.
So true.
One change of clothes in
Was
your
that
hand
actually
luggage.
on the list?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Good, isn't it?
Yeah. Can I guess?
Guess
because I really like. Wait, but what is the question exactly?
What
tips for traveling with kids?
Tips. What you should take and things you should do.
iPads
on a trip.
Electronics.
That's up there. Electronics
has to be.
You might be one of these families that thinks we don't want our kids to be on tablets and on phones, but trust me, that goes out the window when you're traveling, especially if it's a long flight. Any flight in a car, coach, train. If the kids are of a certain age and they can put on a cartoon or a film, it gives you time off.
Yeah.
They're happy. They're in their own little world. And because traveling is generally so boring and takes so long to have that. So even if you think, oh, no, I'm not giving this stuff, trust me, it's absolutely worth it. Even if it's once a year. So even kids go, on a trip, I get these goodies. Absolutely worth doing.
Once a year? But anyway, I do think that when you travel, like, all the rules go out the window. Like in general, I think that, no? Like all the rules go out the window, right? Because your kids stay up later, they eat all the junk in the world. Like all the rules go out the window, and that applies for electronics as well. And I always wonder what people did before iPads and before like screens on flights. Our kids now have reached that glorious age whereby they get on a plane, they know how to do the TV themselves. Yeah. We don't speak to them the entire flight. I swear to God, when we came back now from Israel, I don't think I said 2 words to them the entire flight. It's the truth. They didn't want to talk to me. It wasn't like I was ignoring them. They were so happy just watching their movies.
No, but
and there's that thought in your head going, should I say something? Like they've had now 2 movies. Maybe I should say no more. I'm like, no. I'm just gonna,
but I mean, you say before iPads, I mean, it was obviously books. Magazines we still take,
yes.
Crosswordy type things, anything. Just sort of the other thing that's a good tip for someone who's an older kid, maybe even on the way back, is to try and encourage them to write a travel journal. So no, seriously, a bit older kid, they sit down. I've just seen this and that and that, and they've got their own little sort of travel diary they can write.
It's so funny that you say that because when I went to Nepal, I bought them the journal. Remember, I said to them, like, you'll write what you've been up to, and I will read it when I get back. They can't read it. I can't read it. Nobody can read it.
Because they're writing so bad, you mean?
No, they just write like in one long sentence. It's like there's no, they don't separate. Yeah. I think all kids do it. I'm talking about the twins, right? They're not even 6.
Yeah, I'm sure if your kid's 19, then it should be doable. If not, you've really got some trouble.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, very nice that they did it. Okay, wait. So we said electronics.
Yeah, electronics. Well, just go on electronics again, depending on your age. camera. If they're a certain age, give them a travel camera.
I like that.
So they go off and they're taking their own photos of their trip. You can get these sort of cheap XLR cameras now because most cameras are on phones. Go out and buy a cheap camera online and stuff and go, that's your travel camera. Take as many photos as you want on your trip.
It's also very interesting to see how kids see things. I just always find like the pictures they take are quite random and very interesting.
Yeah, no,
their
absolutely.
perspective.
No, so I mean I think that's a good tip.
Okay, wait. So that snacks. Oh God, I can't think. I feel like snacks and electronics is my only tip.
Well, they're the sort of ones you kind of think of. But I mean, just the whole travelling about arrive there early, take your time, don't panic. We all hate rushing for flights, being late. Don't be late. Do everything early.
In fact, we have a tendency to get everywhere very early.
We literally are there
so early. As they open the airport,
we're the first
everybody's still asleep, and there we are.
We are the first there. But I wouldn't change it.
No?
I'd do that every time.
Yeah.
You don't want that panic of people rushing. We've got to jump on the train.
But if you notice, it's become like
flight.
a habit now. We get really, really early, and then we whiz through because there's nobody there, literally, apart from the cleaning lady, like literally. And then Mike always says to me, "Oh my God, 20 minutes we're in." It's like we've got 3 hours to kill now in the duty free, and we've told the kids we're not buying you anything. What are we gonna do now for 3 hours? Yeah, it's like a thing. That's why I like airports that have the little play area.
But they're always very small.
So small, yes.
But even if you get a breakfast there or buy the snacks, the electronics or whatever, buy the camera at the airport, there are things you can do. And also part of that, again, is to get there, take your time, don't rush. Also, you mentioned there, travel as light as possible. Now
Oh my God! Who are you? You're such a liar.
What do you mean I'm a liar? This is just a tip.
Oh, okay. But you should read these
Well,
tips,
you should read them because the amount you take is extraordinary for the kids.
Oh, for the kids.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Not
Unbelievable.
for me, though. For
no,
me, I take
for us.
Right, but for the kids, it's very difficult because I don't know what the weather's going to be like, and I'm like, I have to pack for
layers.
I have a problem. I do overpack for the children, but I do also have a problem with your amount of packing. Your things are very big and large. They take over
large
everything.
Man, but I barely take
your
anything.
Your shoes, like half of the suitcase is your shoes.
I pack and you go, well, you've got that stuff. How many? Well, I've got 2 pairs of jeans. What have I ruined? No, just take 1 pair. Wear that. What about your shoes? Well, just wear the trainers. You don't need good shoes. We're not going anywhere. 1. And it's literally me going, I've got nothing. Got nothing. Oh, we'll clean the pants. I don't want to clean pants on holiday. I don't want to clean pants on holiday. Can I just take enough pants and socks? Don't need them. I do need them. Literally nothing.
But it's become a thing every time we go on holiday. You have to buy new stuff.
Yes, I do.
Has to buy t-shirts.
Yes, because I don't have enough stuff. But you have this thing about, let's share a case. I don't want to share a case. I'm a 51-year-old man. Can I take my own luggage? No, we'll share. I don't want to share with all your toiletries and things. And 8 dresses for 8 costume changes of an evening. Your throwovers and stuff.
Can I take small, my own thing? And it's like tiny, and yours is like really big. Yes, it just takes over.
Let me take my own luggage. You don't have to see my stuff. I can pack what I want.
I feel like we should start traveling on separate days.
Separate flights. Separate destinations, maybe.
Who knows? Oh my God.
No, but it's true.
Travel light. Wait, but I also want to go back to your comment before. You said, don't panic. Right? Be calm. Don't panic. Come on. I just had this image when you said that of us driving down to Eilat. It's a 3.5 hour drive, right? With the kids in the car. A fly. Got into the car. It wasn't even a bee. Like a normal fly.
A normal horse
and everybody in the car was screaming.
I thought we were going to crash.
Screaming. The kids, I don't know why they got so scared of the stupid fly.
Well.
They're screaming in the back. I'm screaming in the front. Everybody's screaming. It's like, don't panic. It's a fly. Oh my God.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So yes, we really don't follow any of this.
And then we ran out of petrol. Yeah.
God. Oh yes.
God.
Prepare and plan.
Oh my
Put
God.
petrol in your car, people.
Whenever you can.
We're really bad at journaling.
Go to the toilet whenever there's a stop off. Don't go. Just go to the toilet now. I don't need to go. You just go. Because as soon as you get in the car, I'm on the toilet now. Middle of nowhere. Why don't you go when we said, just go now? Unbelievable.
We do that, actually. I make them go. Like the mom who goes, you need to go now.
I know.
Yes, it's true.
But it is that kind of planning to... There's nothing worse than racing because you're going to miss a train or thing because you decided, I don't know. It's just, that's a good thing. And again, things like queues, when you're on holiday and there's queues and stuff.
Yeah.
Most activities now, pre-book online, pre-book stuff. So you're not queuing up in the searing heat, queuing up for some dilapidated old ruin or whatever. Pre-book stuff.
God,
plan these things. These are good tips. Trust me. These are good tips. These tips work.
Okay.
What
else? I'd have nothing to say about the queuing apart from you quite.
Depending on their age, let one of you, all of them, let them choose one of the activities or the trips on a holiday. There's nothing worse than going, we're going here, going there, I don't want to go. If you go, where do you want to go? These are the options. Let them invest in, okay, it's your choice tomorrow. You want to go to this toy museum.
Tips.
They're good tips.
I don't like the tips.
It won't moan because they think they're really part of a trip.
No, because, twin number one, right, would just want to just sit in the hotel room and watch TV. Like, she wouldn't want to do anything.
But you've got to have downtime.
Let's go to the beach. I don't want to. Let's go. I don't want to.
But again, don't go crazy. You've got to have downtime.
No, I personally believe in there are no choices. This is what we're doing. We're doing it, and that's it. No, really.
But
you can we can do different types of activities. One day can be outdoorsy. One day can be indoors.
Mm-hmm. And I just was thinking about packing their stuff. Give them an old toy. Give them one of their favourite toys to take with them as well. Mm-hmm. So they've got something familiar with them.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, because we've had tears about losing a toy on holiday.
Can I just add? Wait, did you just say pack a toy from home?
Yes.
Yes, so that's great. But I want to add, make sure you do not lose.
Oh, we had that
item.
Yeah.
Okay, in a foreign country, because that's not fun. When that happens, that's not fun.
One of our daughters lost.
Tinky?
Yes, it was like a little sort of comfort blanket.
Roo.
And then I went online. It took me ages because they don't make it anymore. I went online on eBay, found it again.
Secondhand.
Found it secondhand.
Secondhand because they don't
make it anymore. Found it anymore. There you are. And she knew. She went, "This isn't the same one."
It's not him. And we were like, "No, they sent it from the hotel.
This isn't the same one.
He came.
It smells different." And it was just like. There we go.
But she's gotten used to it now.
Yes, she's absolutely fine with it.
Adopted it.
She's absolutely fine with it. So pre-book activities.
So don't lose it.
So little things with their toddlers. Take a car seat because again, when you're in loads of dodgy cabs and this and that.
But isn't that a nightmare?
It's a nightmare.
When you're still at that age, when the kids are still at the age of the car seats, that is a nightmare.
Yeah.
Because even with rented cars, you don't really get the exact seats that you want, and they're always a bit shabby and crap. And again, I'm so happy we're past that stage where you could just take a little booster and you're done. You know what I mean?
The booster ones we got are inflatable. You blow them up.
Yeah, so those are great, by the way. They're really, really good.
Inflatable boosters.
I can share a link of those actually because I think for traveling they're brilliant. They are good. And they also, because we've got 3 kids and they also all fit. Why am I find it really hard to speak right now. They all fit at in the back,
yes.
in just a normal family car. So that's great. Okay,
yeah.
What else?
Just if you're buying stuff, depending on what sort of trip, ski or whatever, buy good gear. If you go and try and buy stuff on the cheap, it will break, it will be shit. And then you're going, oh, great, that thing we've got now, it doesn't work.
That's if you go on ski trips.
Well, I'm thinking about other things.
But we don't.
No, I know. I'm just these are sort of tips I've been told.
I like it.
That's all. Sorry, don't go to literally, we don't do ski. All right, well, it's still a good tip.
I like it. It really is a good tip.
Medicines.
Oh, yes.
Take the right medicines for all their stupid ailments that they're going to get and whatever. The hay fever and this and that. Take a mini sort of first
this
aid
is
kit.
Another, I feel like this again is very personal because we had a few years when the kids were little that every single time we went on holiday, one of them got ill. Like I'm talking bronchitis, proper ill, needing antibiotics and stuff like that. And there is nothing more depressing than having a sick kid on holiday. I mean, there's nothing more, hard and difficult and upsetting when they're sick generally, but it's even worse when you're not in your home and you're away and whatever. Do you remember? Every single year. We had doctor cards, any country that we went to, we knew them all. It was hilarious. But that's touch wood, not happen now in a few years. So that's quite good,
even like little things. You think, well, I'm gonna get ill, but playing and my ears are pop. Take gum, boiled sweets, all this stuff. Because actually, there's nothing bad when kids' ears pop.
Yeah,
it's really quite painful.
Yeah, it is very painful.
So little things like
Somebody told me about lollipops are good as well for flights.
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay. And then obviously safety. You still do that thing where you put the name and address somewhere on a piece of paper and put it on them.
Yeah.
That's quite clever.
Oh, thanks.
Just in
that
case.
On the tips? I'm glad you think it's clever because when I do it, you usually used to roll your eyes and think that I'm crazy.
Yeah, but that was
so now you read it by like a stranger wrote it online and suddenly it's clever.
Well, okay, I won't go that far. But anyway,
yeah.
And then the other thing you can get these tracking devices you can put inside people's trousers.
Really?
Things. Yeah. It's a bit like Find Your Phone. You get these little tracking devices that links up to your phone, and then God forbid you do lose them somewhere, you can find them really quickly.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I found this one recently. A friend of mine told about these things. They're not expensive either. They're just you don't even tell the kid. You don't even tell them.
I have a very
secrete it with them somewhere.
I have a very paranoid head, as you know.
You do have a very paranoid.
So immediately I'm thinking, like, what if they're kidnapped? The first thing a kidnapper does is change their clothes. Just so you know.
What?
I just want you.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
They change their clothes.
What, you've spoken to hundreds of kidnappers?
No, because they want to take them out of wherever you are, and they don't want the CCTV to see you, so they immediately put them like in a different outfit. So
do they?
Yeah.
Really? I never knew this.
See, now you learn.
Why are you getting tips for kidnappers as well now on the show?
Sorry, no, but it's a well-known thing.
Really?
Maybe I've watched too much.
I think, how do you know what size they are?
Law
how do you know what they're going to
Order.
kidnap?
What?
That's
because you see, I used to watch a lot of those shows, and then I stopped because it really did make me very paranoid. So I've stopped. Okay, that was completely off topic, but we should do a show about
kidnapping.
It's not
how to kidnap.
Okay,
wow.
Moving on. So that was good. Yes,
chill through me now. It's really lowered the tone of the show now.
How my mind works,
my
though, isn't
God.
it awful?
Really awful.
I know. I'm very.
We've gone from boiled sweets and snacks to child abduction in 5 minutes.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Is that falafel there? What's written there?
What?
Falafel? No.
Falafel? What about now? What?
What is this? You're
Safety.
Oh, sorry.
Talking about safety, the tracking device.
Okay.
Falafel.
Anything else?
No, those are pretty much.
I like it.
They're good tips, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're quite good. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I would suggest. I would think about like places when you go. I like when we go to places that have kids clubs. Generally speaking, No, really, I do. But I think the kids like it as well. They don't want to spend the whole time with you, right? No.
No. Look, some kids are quite clingy and don't want to go anywhere and just want to stay with you all day. But yeah, anywhere if you can with a kids club, you can leave them for
we did it like for a few years.
No,
like we did, like package holidays and Thompson's or whatever, and they have like just so the kids can do some activities throughout the day.
Yeah.
And now I feel like again because the kids are older, you get to sort of do stuff with them that you would also enjoy. And
well, you just come back with our eldest on a lovely.
No, it was amazing. Yeah. By the way, I totally recommend Box Hill.
Yeah, that's if you're in England.
If you're in England,
all the way here, that would be quite extraordinary.
In Surrey, right?
Yes,
it's in Surrey.
yes,
amazing. Really, really cool.
What did you do there?
We trekked.
It wasn't really trek, was it?
Yes.
It was a hill. Box Hill. It's not Box Mountain.
It's not a hill. It's a proper mountain hill.
It's a proper mountain hill.
No, but it's quite steep.
But it's not a mountain, though, is it?
It's steep. It's a hill mountain.
You can't say hill mountain. There's such a thing as a hill. It's either a hill or it's a mountain.
Have you heard what's happening in Nepal, by the way? Like off topic, just from
I did read something about that. A lot of deaths on Everest.
11 people.
Yes, I deliberately didn't tell you that.
Why? I'm back. I'm here.
Back.
I'm not going anywhere.
I don't know.
didn't
I
die.
just thought you might sort of, I don't know.
But isn't that crazy? And also they're saying like the trek is so overcrowded at the moment and they're thinking of like closing it or really limiting the amount of people who go there.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't that crowded when we were there, but I think we weren't in high season. We were kind of like literally at the end of the season.
Yeah.
But I saw the videos and it's wow. Like it's crazy. It's really packed. I don't know how the deaths are connected though. People were saying the deaths were connected, but I don't know how that would
Maybe
have
they're
any
just sort of
connection.
overstretched, sort of.
Yeah, but they died from altitude sickness.
Oh, I
so
see.
how is that? How can that be?
Okay. No,
What's the
I didn't know. I didn't see the article. I was just guessing. Okay, I got it wrong.
Yes, it's crazy. So
It is,
yeah.
isn't it?
Anyway, I don't know why I brought that
we
up.
were talking about travel, and you went to Nepal,
yes,
and you
to
talked
Nepal.
about this mountain you climbed at the
Yeah.
weekend, which is really a hill. And again, if for those of you who'd like to write in via your Tova's Instagram, any other tips? Do you get any feedback to people
All
writing
the
from other
time.
shows?
People love
You never
the
share
show.
this stuff with me.
You don't ask.
Yeah, but you tell me.
They love it.
By the way, we talked about so-and-so. So-and-so gave us a great bit of advice. You don't give me any of this stuff.
No, I don't. That's
No,
true. Yeah,
really don't.
No, it's really positive feedback. Sorry, it really is. I share it on my Instagram.
Not me, I'm your
I
husband.
share it. Well, why don't you follow me on Instagram? Why aren't you watching my stories?
I'm barely on Instagram.
Yes, no, we get a lot of really positive feedback, and people find our podcast very, very
Illuminating.
illuminating. I knew you were going to say that. Isn't illuminating a great word?
Yes.
I did a rant, by the way, about moist.
Oh, the word.
So again, off topic. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I decided to really reclaim that word and make it, I told you, the new word of 2019.
Really?
Yeah. We're going for it. It's going to be a
It's really
revelation. Revolution? A revolution.
Yes.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes. Okay,
Anything
well,
else?
this was fun. No,
Yes.
but if you do have any other tips for traveling
be
with
good to know.
kids,
Yeah.
be good to know.
Packing.
Take the nanny with you if you've got a nanny,
And what about just think about kids at certain age, their own luggage and the wheels? Are they good? Those
See,
things?
I don't like that.
Why?
I see a lot of people with that because it's just one more thing for me to carry. Let's face it. They're going to carry it for 5 minutes, and then after that, it's me carrying it around.
Okay.
I mean, we do give them now. They have like their little bags.
Yeah, the
and they
little-
were so cute actually with their little bags, and
Which
they did carry those bags. To be fair,
Fair enough. I need to borrow one of those when I go on a
What?
trip.
Which one?
Because it's on our Spurs show, what you're allowed to take into the stadium, you're only allowed to take a bag in which is 25 centimetres by 25
So
centimetres.
take a pouch, like
And we all
a
sort of
fanny
said-
pouch.
And we all sort of said, well, who's going to... Well, no, but I've got, chargers and this and that and whatever. And people sort of said, we worked out, I might have to take one of our kids' small Peppa Pig kids
That's actually
things
quite funny.
to
You,
take in
you
with the
should
drink.
all take little.
Yeah,
Peppa Pig
I'm
bags.
tempted to
That's
take that
so
'cause it's
fun.
gonna be the right size.
Wait, the one that A had with her, what was that? That was like a superhero, a Pinky type
Right.
of superhero one. That was
Yeah.
perfect.
I might be travelling to Madrid in this
Great.
child's...
Can you please send more videos this time? Because when you went to Budapest, it was really crap. You didn't send any videos, and
I'll
everybody
try,
missed it.
But I will be quite sort of...
Yeah.
Emotional.
Emotional.
We're very emotional.
Okay, you guys, this was fun. Send in your tips. Thank you again for following us and for all your amazing reviews. Don't forget to subscribe on iTunes and follow us on Spotify. You can also watch us on YouTube and even on Facebook now because I am uploading it on Facebook
Oh, nice.
natively as well. So,
Jolly
yes.
good.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.